Thank you, Carrie, and you read that bio just like my mother wrote it. It's a good thing. I want to convey a very warm welcome today and sincere appreciation from Secretary of State Hillary Clinton. When Secretary Clinton was testifying before the United States Senate, preparing to become secretary during her confirmation hearings, she described a world in which, as she described it, the promise and peril of the 21st century is no longer bound by vast distances and national borders. And what she was talking about were the increasing power and increasing ubiquity of connection technologies. And she was talking about the force and effect of climate change. And so I think that this session that you're going to be a part of over the next couple days, I think is really important, bringing together and examining connection technology-based solutions to the sustainable development challenges that have plagued us over the past several years and which are only going to grow in importance and centrality in all of our foreign policy interests in the years ahead. If somebody were to ask me what the one thing that I've learned in the last 3 years working for Hillary Clinton is, what I would say is that there is a massive shift in geopolitical power taking place right now. Most people think of the shifts of geopolitical power taking place on a geographic basis, from west to east, from Europe and the United States to Asia, or from the global north to the global south. What I would argue is that whether that is true or not, and to the extent to which that is true or not, there's actually a far more significant shift of power that's taking place right now in almost all 195 countries on planet Earth. And that is a shift of power from hierarchies, including the nation state, including governments. A shift in power from hierarchies to citizens and networks of citizens. And this significant shift of power that's taking place from hierarchies to citizens and networks of citizens is taking place in large part because of increasingly ubiquitous and increasingly powerful information networks and the technologies that attach to them. And so the challenge and opportunity for the next couple of days is for us to think about how we can harness these tools of growing power and harness them in a solutions-oriented way. You know, historically, the way that diplomacy is conducted is two people, white shirt, red tie, pinstripe suit, sitting on opposite sides of a mahogany table with a flag flying in the background. This is the manner in which our diplomacy has largely been conducted for hundreds of years. And that remains an important part of the way in which we engage diplomatically. But sessions like this show that it is possible for us to bring new voices and new actors into policy development. It shows that we can use new approaches to policy development, including speed-peaking, and see if we can come up with some solutions that, if brought to that mahogany table, can really begin to get some interest, attention, and some forward momentum. And the thing that Hillary Clinton has committed to do is to help make sure that efforts like those that are going to take place over the next 3 days here do find a place at that mahogany table. And so, in closing, what I would ask from all of you is that you not be passive participants over the next 3 days. The very nature and design of what has been architected here for you is for it to be very active, for it to be very participatory. And so get a little bit out of your comfort zone if this is out of your comfort zone. And let's see if working together over the next couple days we can come up with some ideas, some solutions that brought to the decision-making tables where all of where countries from around the world will convene and think about how we can address the biggest challenges in the world of sustainable development. Let's see if there are ideas that can come out of this convening and can drive solutions for the future. So with that, I thank you, and I'll hand it back over to Carrie Ann.